Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here it's your boy Oscar Johanna, and right now I'm actually ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here it's your boy Oscar Johanna, and right now I'm actually there's a place I'm going, but I wanted to talk about the cost of living in China. Generally, it's gonna be based on here Shandong, Jinan, and those guys who don't know where am I'm in Shandong, Jinan. So I'm gonna give you a few details from the main points, like 7 points. I've listed them down, and as you can see, I'm in the city right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you some few points basically on what I exactly think of the cost of living. So I've seen some people also did such videos, but they all depend on the place that you are. So this one's gonna be generally based on Jinan. So make sure to watch this video until the end and like it, because I'm sure there's any information you didn't know today. So stay tuned. So generally, the first thing I want to talk about is the apartment itself. So the general cost for the apartment is not that much expensive per month. It's going to cost you like probably 2,500 per month, and depending on the place exactly in Jinan. So it's gonna be like 2,500. Oh, it's kind of noisy. So it's gonna be like 2,500 to 3,500. So probably if you're living in interior side, you're gonna get it much more cheaper. Like probably you're gonna get it much more cheaper, like of course even less than 2,500. That's probably, I wanna give you this one generally to those guys who are actually not students in China, and they're travelers who came here for business. So it's like the cost exactly on apartment is like 2,500. I'm gonna keep the exchange rates down here so you can see it for yourself. On the side of eating, I would like to say that it depends on if you're a food monger just like me who likes eating. You're going to end up spending like 80 yuan per day. That is almost 8 times 30. You're gonna get 2,400 if I'm good in mathematics. So it depends also with the food type that you wanna eat. But probably for those guys who are actually food mongers like me, they'll end up using 80 yuan per day, which is kind of nice because you're not spending much. Comparing if you are in a big city like Shanghai, trust me, it's gonna be very hard for you to use only 80 yuan. Because on the day morning, if you're eating thrice, that means you're going to be like using 20 for the morning breakfast, and probably you're gonna use something, a drink and certain food, if you like. So you're not going to spend much money, I would say that. So you're gonna use like 80 per day. That's 20 for the morning breakfast and 30 probably for the afternoon, and 40, that's equal to 40, 30, 70, 80, something like that, and that's 3 times in a day. So probably that's the only thing that you're gonna use. And then let's get to the next thing. Boom, so we are back again, and actually I wanna finish up with everything that I'm supposed to tell you about the cost of living in Jinan. By the way, I just told you 2 things. If you haven't noticed, I just told you I'm reading them right here because I needed to note them down and tell you the exactly things that I'm supposed to say. So I just told you about the rent of apartment, that is almost 2,500 to 3,500, and I told you about the food side, that is 80 RMB per day, which is almost equal to 2,400 in 1 day, in 1 month, sorry. And so I'm gonna go to the healthcare now. On this side of the healthcare, probably I've really had a lot of experience with the healthcare, so I wanna say this very seriously. Like, in healthcare, it can cost you up to 500. Like up to 500 is serious, because if you get sick in China, I had my own experience of getting sick, and also I even had a friend who was admitted and I was there in the hospital. It can cost you until 500 RMB. Probably some of the people say like, okay Oscar, you're just trying to keep a lot of money here right now, but I'm telling you, it's goddamn serious. Like, it's real serious, right? You're gonna use 500. If you get sick first, you're gonna have to buy a card, which is gonna cost you almost 100, if not 150, depends on the place. And probably you need to buy medicine. Medicine here, it's kind of expensive, so you have to use like almost 300 buying the medicine. I have been in China for a long time, and I've seen this experience, and I also took my friend to the hospital. I have had that experience. If you haven't watched that video, we made a video of how exactly what exactly happens when you get admitted in China. Go back to the channel and check that out, because it's gonna be very useful to you. And the other part is, what I'm gonna tell you is transportation. So transportation, on the transportation side, seriously, the transportation in China is very cheap. Like, I'm being honest, in any place that you're going in China, the transportation is so cheap and well made. Like, it's worth the money that you're going to pay. So you probably pay around 300 yuan. Now 300, I don't mean like only 300 you pay once, then you're done with the transportation, you can move anywhere in China. No, what I mean is exactly, if you have 300 yuan per month, that is totally enough and more than enough. Now probably I'm saying this 300 RMB, meaning that you're only moving inside of Jinan, because someone will say like, okay, so now I can move from Jinan to Beijing with only 300. Almighty God, oh my God, I don't know how to say it. It's impossible. Like, the trip from Beijing to Jinan, the Jinan place that I am, it's only one Jinan in China. So in Jinan, it's almost going to cost you 184 yuan, which is probably not that expensive inside. That means you can use that 300 to go to Beijing and also can come back, right? Probably. No, you can't. You just have to, like, if you're coming to Jinan, that means you're gonna have to keep that 184, then you minus the remaining you're going to use in rotating around Jinan. So probably 300 is quite enough to move around here in Jinan. Like, you can go anywhere, and plus you can even go to the zoo. If you haven't seen that video of the zoo, I really made a video on the Jinan zoo that is available. I'll be making a lot of videos that are actually so useful for you people who want to come to China and you don't know the place to visit. So if you visit Jinan, be sure to check out my videos about Jinan and Shandong travel. Go onto the channel and check out that playlist. It's very useful for you guys. It's a travel guide here in Jinan. And so the other thing is, okay, then get to class.